Water supply is probably the single biggest issue for New Mexico's future. 3 counties, including Bernalillo County, are worried about the future of a primary water source. And no, it's not the Rio Grande. News 13's Lizzie Mitri shows us how they're working to figure out how much water is left and how to conserve it.
Jessica, it's a study to see what needs to be done to make sure we're not taking more water out of the Estancia Basin than we should be.
Small patches of snow overshadowed by dry grass as far as the eye can see. It's a common sight as the severe drought continues in New Mexico.
The water table has dropped because you have more soda straws in the same soda can.
Rita Loy Simmons is a member of the Estancia Basin Water Planning Committee, a group with representatives from Santa Fe, Bernalillo, and Torrance counties. The committee and a few soil and water conservation districts are funding a $10,000 groundwater study.
What is proposed is we're going to develop a water budget for the basin and see what the deficit is, how much is being taken out as opposed to how much is being recharged.
If that deficit isn't too big, the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Natural Resources Conservation Service plans to make it up by working with farmers, giving them incentives to use less water by growing different crops or modifying irrigation systems. Randall Roberts with Hydro Resolution says the company has been monitoring water levels in 12 locations in the Estancia water basin for the past 4 years, and the results are concerning.
In the middle of the basin, for example, north of Estancia, we see about a 5-foot drop per year in water levels. And as you get out from the center of the basin, we see 3-foot drops, 2-foot drops, depending on how far or where you're located within the basin. So more or less basin-wide, we can see declines in the water levels.
But he says he's hopeful seeing the Estancia Basin Committee's response.
Rather than just sitting back and watching what's going on, they can actually be proactive and attack the problem and see if they can correct it to some extent.
Hydro Resolutions has to get a report together by early March, and from there, federal agencies will work with that to figure out what action to take. Jessica, back to you.
Okay, Lizzie, the Estancia Basin Water Planning Committee was created in 1993 to address water resource concerns.